feeling like we are making decisions primarily based on an emotionally charged situation, if we can just recognize that, that'll be very helpful. Because if it was just simply a matter of doing whatever makes the most sense logically in all situations, then the money decisions in the moment would probably be pretty easy, right? At least easy to understand, maybe not easy to do. But as emotional beings, our emotions, we said earlier, they're not a bad thing. They are real. They just need to be dealt with. And so when the market's crashing and the car won't start, and when our friends are doing all the things that we can't afford to do, seemingly, when it's been a particularly stressful day at work or whatever it is, the logic of that next decision may not be top of mind. And so the greater the emotion, the less the logic. That's why it's important to think about those emotionally charged scenarios, because that way we can approach it intentionally and realize, even though in the emotion of the moment we may not be thinking it through, but just knowing that those are triggers, right? So it's going to amp up that emotional, less logic tendency. And then it does require that intentionality to step back and rationalize. If it's a small little decision, maybe just give it a few hours or a few days. If it's a huge financial decision, maybe give it weeks and months. Just pause, take a breather, talk to friends and family, talk to experts, research and gather data. Emotions do play an important role. They just need to be managed, and so awareness is key.